finding the point of intersection here using your graphing calculator between these two lines is quite simple. Let me show you the steps here. So hopefully you have enough room in here. I adjusted this over, I erased it and adjusted over. But let's go through these steps. Enter both symbolic rules into the calculator. So that means both of these. And to do that, you've got to hit y equals. So the y equals button is here. So I'm going to hit that. You'll come up to a whole lot of different equations, possibility spaces, or what I call rows, equation rows here. There's 10 of them to be in fact. So if you have something in there, you can hit delete or clear. So I'm going to hit clear. That gets rid of it. Oh, make sure that plot 1 is off. So I'll arrow up and hit enter to unhighlight it. Plots are only used for linear regression, so we don't need that. So turn that off, or you may not be able to graph. So let's enter in these equations here. Notice the calculator only knows y's and x's, unfortunately. So y1 is going to correspond to r1, y2 to r2, and then the input variable x here with this button will correspond to the number of months. So let's put that first one in there. So $6.25 added to $2 per month. That's the first one. Second one is this one. So $1.50 added to $3 per month. So now we're ready for the next step. Got them both in there using the Y1 and Y2 rows. So number 2, adjust the viewing window settings. Now, so the viewing window settings are really these. So starting with 0 to 6, if you will, and then 0 to 20. So we've got to scale the viewing using these hand-drawn scalings that we used, or in your problems that you'll try, you can get them from a table. So you kind of have to get a feeling for what the values along here should be and along here should be. So let me show you what I mean here. If I just hit graph, chances are my viewing windows are not correct. To show you what my current scaling is along here and along here, we'll hit window, and this X-min and X-max are the viewing windows, meaning this left-hand portion of viewing along this input axis would be a negative 0.5. The right-hand viewing portion along the input axis would be 17.5. The Y minimum along this bottom piece in your viewing window along this vertical axis is a positive right now 47,872, and the topmost portion of my viewing window is 18,000 and change. That's not what I need. I need something that'll help me view these. So let me just show you zoom 6, which is standard. I've shown you in another video. That takes everything from negative 10 to 10 and negative 10 to 10. So here X-min is this left-hand wall is negative 10, X-max is positive 10, Y-min is negative 10, and Y-max is positive 10. So notice you see at least my two lines, I can't see the point of intersection because they intersect according to us at 4.75, and up here looking to be, you know, around between $15 and $16. So again, the zoom standard or zoom 6 will give you 10s all the way around. So left-hand wall, right-hand wall, bottom floor, rooftop here in terms of your viewing window. So I'm going to hit graph again to show that to you. But what we want to do is change and adjust the viewing window settings. So we got to change each of those 4 things: the left-hand wall, the right-hand wall, the floor, and the roof, so that these guys are reflected. So let's do that. Hit window. So what I have here, yeah, hit window and then change these. So my left-hand wall probably would be okay with 0. So X-min is going to be 0. I just typed over. And along here, the most value we get here is 6. That will help us see. So you don't have to worry about scaling, but that's the grid line. Each grid line represents 1 here. And Y-min will go from 0 to 20. Y-min and Y-max respectively. That's saying each grid line is 1, so that's okay. Let's look at our graph. So I hit graph, And notice you're going to see something real similar to what we've drawn. So moving over. So there's my Y1 low grade, my Y2 high grade, and there's my point of intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0.75 is what we know it to be. Okay, so that's done. Now that you see the intersection, you have to be able to see the intersection in your viewing window in order to do step 3, which is to find the point of intersection. We're going to hit Calc. Calc is located right here under second trace. That gets you to that blue calc. So second trace. And intersect is what we're trying to do. So down to 5 and hit enter. So I have that here. And then you're going to have to hit enter 3 times. The calculator will ask you 3 different questions. On the first curve, on this blue line here, where do you want me to start guessing? Or is this a good place? And you don't have to move your cursor at all. You can say, yeah, that's a good start. And then the second curve is asking, where would you like me to start guessing along this curve? Well, that's a good start because there's only one intersection point here in this entire viewing window. At this point, would you like to start guessing? And so you're going to say yes, you're going to hit enter. So that's 3 enters, and the intersection point, the coordinates are right down here. So 4.75 and 1575. So this intersection point here is 475 and 1575. Yeah. So those are the coordinates of this point right there. That is the number of months, and that's actually the cost at which they're equal. So this intersection method gives you an extra piece of information. It doesn't just give you the number of months. It gives you the cost at which they're equal. So be aware of that. That's usually the better choice, is the intersection method or the graphical method. So hopefully this helps.